1 Samuel 22:21 and 22. And Abiathar showed David that Saul had slain the Lord's priests. And David said unto Abiathar, I knew it that day, when Doeg the Edomite was there, that he would surely tell Saul, I have occasioned the death of all the persons of thy father's house. Here's the context. Saul, the disobedient king of Israel, was jealous of David, the man God had chosen to replace Saul, and was trying to kill David. David fled to Nob, where the tabernacle and priests were. He lied to the high priest Ahimelech, Abiathar's father, obtaining food and a weapon. One of Saul's servants, Doeg, witnessed the entire thing and reported it back to Saul. Saul then had Doeg slaughter all the priests, and Abiathar barely escaped. He joined David as a fugitive, reporting the incident. What's interesting here is how David responded. He didn't brush it off. He didn't say, I did what I had to. It's unfortunate what happened to your father. No. He took responsibility for his mistakes. He admitted that he knew Doeg was there, and he knew Doeg would report them. David is often in the Bible called a man after God's own heart. And this is why. Did he sin? Of course he did. He was human, and humans have a sinful nature. However, David proved his title of man after God's own heart by repenting when he sinned. He owned up to his mistakes, begged for forgiveness, and worked to repair what he could. May we follow his example, admitting when we have sinned and working to avoid it in the future. Welcome back to Into the Westerly. In this episode, first of all, I'm going to show you, give you a little bit of a tour of the camel pen that I made. Actually, before I do that, I made a mistake. I had something called subtitles turned on when I was looking for a snowy wolf, and I forgot to turn it back off when I found the snowy wolf, and I did not realize that was going to affect the time lapse. So the little bits in the bottom right corner that say like camel groans, I don't know what sound camels make, horse neighs, block placed, footsteps, things like that. That's subtitles, and I have turned them off since then because they don't really do anything for me. I don't need them, and I have discovered that they are bad for the time lapses. What's the mod called? I forget. Oh well. So here it is. Walk around it, show you what's going on. Got lanterns on the top for light, obviously. Sand colored. Show the camels, feel more at home. It is dug into the mountain because that's easier than trying to put it on top of the mountain, things like that. Is this thing recording sound? Yeah, it's okay, good. Sorry about that. So yeah, here's the gate, made out of bamboo because I think it matches. I'm not very good at colors matching and such, so if it doesn't match, I am very sorry. If you have a better suggestion, I am totally down to change out the bamboo gates here for something else. So yeah, here's what the inside looks like. Again, lanterns for light on the inside too. Hay down here for them to lie on. Hello, Narcissa. There's Marcus up there who just got up. Maybe I should take the saddles off them while they're in here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. There we go. Now I'll get some item frames to put. Get your head out of the wall, you moron. Get some item frames to put the saddles on. I should probably do that with these guys too. Take the armor and saddles off them, because that's just cruel to leave that stuff on them. Yeah, you're free now. The skeleton horses is not really an issue because they're dead. I don't think they care. They can't feel anything. They're just bones. So yeah, here is the camel pen with Marcus and Narcissa Whitman, named for an American couple who went exploring. They were crucial to the founding of Oregon. You can look them up, I guess, if you want to. I'm not going to explain it, except that they were missionaries for one thing, which is interesting, but it's not relevant. Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, they were doctor missionaries, but I don't remember the details exactly. So my not explaining to you isn't entirely because I'm lazy. It's also partially because I don't remember all of my history. Okay, so that is that camel pen. While I was preparing to make some fireworks, I realized I don't have much paper. So I've decided next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to build some sugarcane farms. But not just sugarcane farms. Paper factories. I'm going to have crafters, look at right here, crafters hooked up to the goodbye disco. Okay, he left. Anyway, crafters for crafting the sugarcane that it harvests into paper, so that then I will have plenty of paper for making fireworks and maps and whatever else. So yeah, let's get with it. Alright, well there it is. Now you've seen it. Or, not now you've seen it, you've seen the building of it. Here are my sugarcane farms, and that one is probably going to go off here in a second. I don't know, this one here on my character's left. The screen's right, my character's left. This one just went off. You probably heard the clicking of the hoppers. Of the dispenser under it going off. So let me give you all an idea what's going on here. People may be talking in chat to me. I don't know. Can't tell. All right. So bubble vader, as you can see. So what happens is the pistons go out. They break the sugar cane. Because it's mud blocks, the hoppers can just pick it up without needing a hopper minecart. And then it comes in here, goes into this dispenser. Now, I've set it up to where once the dispenser detects that it has one sugarcane in it, or one item in it, it will activate all this redstone, which will then stop this hopper from dropping any more sugarcane into the dispenser here. And at the same time, it'll come over here, it'll run the line over here, shut off this redstone torch, which will then allow this redstone torch to turn on, which will power the stone that's under the dispenser, powering the dispenser, allowing it to spit out a sugarcane, which will then flow across here into this hopper, which is hooked up to a crafter. Now, the crafter is on the same kind of thing as the dispenser, and the dispensers are both the same with the redstone and such. The crafter's on the same thing. Set up to be reading a signal as soon as except this time, the crafter detects 3 sugar canes, which then come in here. I think it's got 1 in it at the moment, which then comes in here, runs the power up this way. That allows it to freeze this so it doesn't let any more sugarcane into it. And then this redstone line comes down here, deactivates this redstone torch, which then cuts power to this stone, which then activates this torch, which then powers that polished diorite, which then powers the crafter to spit out a paper, and then that just runs through the hoppers into this chest. Not F3. I did not mean to do F3. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So yeah, that's the farm. Let's see if anybody said anything. Okay, yeah. Nothing been said to me. Now, I would like to make fireworks. Now, in order to do that, need paper, obviously. But before that, yeah, that's right, diamonds are involved. Now, let me see if I remember this correctly. So I put this here, okay. Adding that, what does that do? Small ball twinkle. Twinkle and star-shaped. Trail, twinkle, star-shaped. That's what I want. Okay. There's going to be a lot of diamonds. It's going to be spency. Okay, so. This. Put the gunpowder. Put the gold for the star-shaped. Put the diamonds for the trail. Put the glowstone dust for the twinkle. I need more glowstone dust. Do I have glowstone? I do not. Looks like it's time for a quick trip to the nether. Quick nether trip is done. I got the glowstone dust I needed. Now, let's make some fireworks. So, I'm gonna need that there. You know what? What am I doing? Put that there instead of... That gives it the star shape. That gives it the trail. And that gives it the twinkle. So, gold nugget gives it a star shape. Diamond gives it a trail. And glowstone dust gives it a twinkle. Gives it a twinkle. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I click on this too many times if it will craft something else. Looks like it won't. Okay, great. So then, theoretically, awesome. Using up a lot of diamonds for this. And bada bing, bada boom. Great. Now, I need paper again. I don't know if that's enough paper. And I need gunpowder. There went the... Here, let me... Look, look, look. There it goes. There it goes. And then it flows in. Ah! That's so cool. Alright. So, put this here. Put this here. Red. Sorry. There. Red, white, blue. Put the gunpowder there. Put the paper there. Now, do I want flight duration 1? Or 2 or 3? Maybe do a little bit of each. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. I'll break it up into thirds. Unfortunately, these don't divide into thirds nicely. So we'll have to do... Oh, sorry, blue goes there. Red, white, blue. And paper. These will be flight duration 3. There you go. 42, flight duration 3. Merca rockets. Now, red, white, blue. These will be flight duration 2. There, 42, flight duration 2. Then we have red, white, blue. And these will be flight duration 1. Enough? Yeah, that's enough. Great. 39. That leaves me with plenty of gunpowder. Not so much paper and not so much diamonds. And not so much glowstone dust either. Is there anything more in here? No, I got it all. Okay, great. Flight duration 3, flight duration 2, flight duration 1. Here's what we do. Independence Day. Fireworks. Yes, I know they're late. Can I make that thing a different color? I don't know. Well, that happened. Let's see. I know I have anvils. There they are. Yes, I do carry anvils around in my pocket. Independence Day fireworks. Bought a bing, bought a boom. There we go. It's awesome. Bet y'all want to see them, don't ya? Alright, I guess I can show ya. Alright, it's nighttime. I'm gonna set off some of these fireworks to show y'all. Hehehe. And finally. Whoa, that was way up there. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this episode. You're probably wondering why I'm in a cave with a beacon behind me. That is because I'm trying to find diamonds. As you know, I was working on fireworks, but those require diamonds to make, and that's a lot of diamonds. So, I'm mining for diamonds at the moment. Let me show you the diamonds that I've gotten so far. I believe it's this one. Nope. Ha! 26 deep slate diamond ore so far. Got a big ol' area set out. That includes everything that the beacon reaches. 50 block radius from the beacon in all directions. I already started the process here. Anyway. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. As with last episode, which you may not have gotten to because I sort of finished the video off before remembering to say this. The link to the Westerly Discord, technically it's the Land of J Figsy Discord, but it is the home base for the Westerly SMP. The link is going to be in the description if you want to join it. But aside from that, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. And until we meet again in time,